First Paralipomenon, 1 Chronicles, chapter 12. Now these are they that came to David to Siceleg, while he yet fled from Saul the son of Cis, and they were most valiant and excellent warriors,
bending the bow and using either hand in hurling stones with slings and shooting arrows, of the brethren of Saul of Benjamin.
The chief was Ahiezer, and Joas, the sons of Samoa of Gabath, and Jaziel, and Phallet, the sons of Asmath, and Barakah, and Jehu, and Anathothite.
and Semias of Gabanon, the stoutest amongst the 30, and over the 30, Jeremias, and Jehaziel, and Johanan, and Jozabad of Gadaroth,
And Eluzai, and Jeremoth, and Baliah, and Samaria, and Saphatiah the Haruphite,
Elkanah, and Jesiah, and Azareel, and Joezer, and Jezebam of Karahim,
And Joelah, and Zabadiah, the sons of Jeroham of Gedor.
From Gadi also there went over to David, when he lay hid in the wilderness, most valiant men and excellent warriors, holding shield and spear, whose faces were like the faces of a lion, and they were swift like the roebucks on the mountains.
Ezer the chief, Obdias the second, Eliab the third, Masmana the fourth, Jeremias the fifth, Ethi the sixth, Eliel the seventh,
Johanan the 8th, Elzabad the 9th,
Jeremias the 10th, Machbani the 11th.
These were of the sons of Gad, captains of the army. The least of them was captain over 100 soldiers, and the greatest over 1,000. These are they who passed over the Jordan in the first month, when it is used to flow over its banks, and they put to flight all that dwelt in the valleys, both toward the east and toward the west. And there came also of the men of Benjamin and of Judah to the hold in which David abode. And David went out to meet them, and said, If you are come peaceably to me, to help me, let my heart be joined to you. But if you plot against me for my enemies, whereas I have no iniquity in my hands, let the God of our fathers see and judge. But the Spirit came upon Amasai, the chief among 30, and he said, We are thine, O David, and for thee, O son of Isai. Peace, peace be to thee, and peace to thy helpers, for thy God helpeth thee. So David received them, and made them captains of the band. And there were some of Manasseh that went over to David, when he came with the Philistines against Saul to fight. But he did not fight with them, because the lords of the Philistines, taking counsel, sent him back, saying, With the danger of our heads he will return to his master Saul. So when he went back to Siceleg, there fled to him of Manasseh Ednas, and Jozabad, and Jediahel, and Michael, and Ednas, and Jozabad, and Eliu, and Salathi, captains of thousands in Manasseh. These helped David against the rovers, for they were all most valiant men, and were made commanders in the army. Moreover, day by day there came some to David to help him, till they became a great number, like the army of God. And this is the number of the chiefs of the army who came to David when he was in Hebron, to transfer to him the kingdom of Saul, according to the word of the Lord. The sons of Judah, bearing shield and spear, 6,800, well appointed to war. Of the sons of Simeon, valiant men for war, 7,100. Of the sons of Levi, 4,600. And Joiada, prince of the race of Aaron, and with him 3,700. Sadok, also a young man of excellent disposition, and the house of his father, 22 principal men. And of the sons of Benjamin, the brethren of Saul, 3,000, for hitherto a great part of them followed the house of Saul. And of the sons of Ephraim, 20,800, men of great valor, renowned in their kindreds. And of the half-tribe of Manasseh, 18,000, every one by their names, came to make David king. Also of the sons of Issachar, men of understanding, that knew all times to order what Israel should do, 200 principal men, and all the rest of the tribe followed their counsel. And of Zabulon, such as went forth to battle,
and stood in array well appointed with armor for war. There came 50,000 to his aid, with no double heart. And of Naphtali 1,000 leaders, and with them 37,000, furnished with shield and spear. Of Dan also 28,600, prepared for battle. And of Aser 40,000, going forth to fight, and challenging in battle. And on the other side of the Jordan, of the sons of Reuben, and of Gad, and of the half of the tribe of Manasseh, 120,000, furnished with arms for war. All these men of war, well appointed to fight, came with a perfect heart to Hebron, to make David king over all Israel. And all the rest also of Israel were of one heart to make David king.
And they were there with David 3 days, eating and drinking, for their brethren had prepared for them.
Moreover, they that were near them, even as far as Issachar and Zabulon and Naphtali, brought loaves on asses and on camels and on mules and on oxen to eat, meal, figs, raisins, wine, oil, and oxen and sheep in abundance, for there was joy in Israel.
From PrayLamp, peace be with you.